starting in Tadasana at the top of your mat. Roll the shoulder blades down the back, spread the toes, root down. Broaden the chest, take a deep breath in and lift through the crown of the head. And a breath out. Circle the arms all the way up, take a breath in. Exhale, fold all the way down. Inhale, come up halfway. You're going to send your arms out to the side, and you're going to float them back down. Come up halfway again. Inhale, heart forward, ribs in, arms out. Exhale, fold back in. 2 more times like that. Inhale, up, halfway, and exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway, up, and exhale, fold back in. We're going to come halfway up again. We're going to hold. You're going to pull forward into the front of the feet, bend into the knees a little bit to draw the ribs in. Arms are reaching out to the side. Roll the collarbones open so the shoulder blades come down again. Any amount, stretch those legs longer, but notice if it comes into your back, right? You're going to pull the tail back, you're going to pull the ribs in. If you need to keep your knees bent, keep the knees bent. Give it one more breath here. And then fold it back down. Bend into the knees. Left foot's going to step all the way back, right? Bring the right foot over to the right a little bit. Heart forward. You're in a lunge. You're going to drop the hips a little bit. Not so they sink down, but just so they even out a little bit. Find a little more strength in that front leg. Send the fingertips back. Palms are facing the body, right? You're going to notice the ribs popping out maybe. You're going to draw them back in. Tail towards the back heel. Come forward in this right knee. Bring the knee forward so you can drop the weight into the heel. Feel the strength of your legs, the strength of your back, the strength of your low belly, the strength of your hips. Take a breath. And a breath out. Another breath in, reach the fingers back. Send the arms out to the side, let the shoulders rotate, or the arms rotate in the shoulder socket. Right, start to turn the palms forward, up, right? Forward and up, and bring the arms all the way forward over the head. Reach through the fingers back to the heel, bend into the back knee, and then tip. Crescent pose. Front knee is still bent forward, dropping the weight into the heel. Back knee can stay bent, or you can let it stretch. Give it a really nice deep breath. Just bring the hands to the heart for a moment. You're going to bend the back knee and let it dip down a little bit, and pause and breathe. Lift it back up, straighten the legs. Bend the knee again as the hands come down to the mat. Pull the heart forward and then straighten this leg again. Bring the hips back and stretch the back of the leg. Couple deep breaths. Back foot can step in if you wanted to, right? Notice if the hips are swinging side to side, pull them back in, pushing down into the ball of the big toe of that right foot. Heart forward and down. Try not to curl and slump into it, but reach the heart towards the toes. 2 more breaths. Bend into the knee. And step up forward, fold top of the mat. Inhale, half lift, and fold back in. Sweep all the way up, bend into the knees, lifting through the fingers, hands to the heart. As you breathe out, inhale, circle up. Exhale, fold. All the way down. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, bend into the knees. Right foot's going to step back this time. Move your left foot to the left a little bit. Heart forward, hips in the center. Reach the fingertips back. Take a couple of breaths, just shifting, right? Maybe the back foot comes in a little. Maybe you bend more in the knee. Front knee, back knee, tail towards the back heel. Ribs drawing in, collarbones broad without the ribs popping back up. Take a breath. And a breath out. Send the arms, as you rotate the arms out to the side, palms are going to face down. Maybe roll the shoulders, the chest open a little bit more. Take a breath in. Send the fingers forward, scooping with the palms forward and then up. Ribs draw in, tail draws back, get long, strong through the body. Bend into the back knee a little bit and tip up. Crescent pose. You can shift the feet around if you feel wobbly, right? Left foot to the left. Bend in the back knee a little bit. Let the tail drop down. Bring the hands to the heart. You're gonna let that knee come down towards the mat. Just give yourself a few breaths. Try to scissor the thighs together a little bit. Feel the strength that you're building. Just breathing, pausing, getting grounded. Lift up, maybe straighten both legs. And then as you bend the front leg again, hands come down to the mat. Heart draws forward, and then you straighten the leg again. Stretching this time in the back of the leg. Feed it with some really nice deep breaths. Remember, collarbones broad, heart forward and down, hinging at the hips. Your back foot can step in if you want it to. Your heel might be lifted. You may drop it down a little bit, stretch the calf. Ball of the big toe on the front foot, though, is pressing down. Let's give it 2 more deep breaths. Last breath in. And then as you breathe out, bend into the knee. Take a really nice deep breath in again, and then forward fold, top of the mat. Inhale, half lift, and exhale, fold. Let the head drop, bend into the knees, any about to just sway and swing. Take it out of the back a little bit, let the head drop a little bit. Inhale, come up halfway, and exhale, fold. Sweep all the way up, and hands to the heart. All right, we're going to add on just a little bit into that crescent pose. Sweep the arms up. Exhale, fold all the way down. Inhale, lift the heart, come up halfway. And then exhale, fold it back in, bend the knees. Just the left foot steps back. So you come back into that right lunge. Right leg is forward, knee bends, right? Nice and long through the torso, long through the leg. Sweep the arms all the way up. Bend into the front knee so you can sink down into the heel again. Take a really nice deep breath, and a breath out. Inhale, lift and straighten a little balance. Gaze down for better balance if you need to, up to challenge. Exhale, bend the knees, both knees, bend both arms. And then inhale, lift. And exhale, nice slow descent down towards the mat, but hover that back knee. Inhale, lift. One more time. And then lift up. Hands are going to come to the heart this time. Bend the knee, pull forward. Bring that back foot up a little bit. So you feel the weight going down into the right foot, right? All the weight's in this right side. You're not swinging out. You're just dropping down. Hands at the heart. Send the fingertips back. Take a breath. Lean forward a little more and start to just push into the mat so that the left toes lift. You're coming into warrior 3. Flex the back foot that's lifted off the mat, toes point down, lift through the back of the heel. Take a breath in. Arms out to the side, exhale. Take a breath in. Arms forward, exhale. One more breath. Hands down to the mat, heel goes up, standing splits for a moment, and then forward fold at the top. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Sweep all the way up. And hands to the heart. Circle back up, deep breath. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Fold it back in. Step the right foot back so you come into a lunge with the left foot forward. Bend into the knee, sweep the arms back, and then lift. Crescent pose. Find your balance again, right? If it's wobbly, left foot to the left. Bend a little in the back knee maybe. Find some strength in the lower belly. And then you're going to lift up, straighten. Exhale, bend. Let the back knee drop down a little. Inhale, lift. Exhale, bend. Inhale, lift. And exhale, bend. Inhale, lift back up. Hands to the heart as you bend the knee and lean forward. Bring the back foot in a little bit. Right, so you're concentrating strength and rooting down through this left foot rather than propelling yourself forward. I want you to root. Root down to tip. Find your balance in your left foot. Flex the right foot as the back heel comes up. Try to come parallel to the ground, But if you need to stay up at 45 degrees, that's totally fine too. You can keep a bend in your right knee if you need to. Pull into the low belly. Fingertips go back. Take a breath. Exhale, arms out to the side. Take a breath there. Exhale, arms forward. Take a breath in there. Hands down to the mat. Bend the knee if you need to take it out of the lower back. Standing splits as you straighten up again. And then forward fold. Breathe in, come up halfway. And fold it back in. Sweep all the way up. And hands to the heart. Fingertips come down into Tadasana. Give yourself a moment. Just close your eyes. One more breath. Then a breath out. Blink the eyes back open. You're going to bring the right knee up in towards the chest. You're going to turn the knee out to the side. Bring the ankle just above the left knee and then start to sit. You can grab your ankle and hike it up a little bit. So one knee's out to the side is a funky chair pose. Hands are going to come to the heart and you're going to find some balance. You notice if you're gripping in your left toes, you're going to spread them out. You're going to drop the hips and you should get a really nice big stretch on the right side, right glutes. Left hip is strengthening. You're going to fold down a little bit. Maybe bring the arms out. And balance. You can keep your hands at the heart if balance is challenging today. Drop the hips a little more. Lift the heart a little more. Lift the heart a little more. And then maybe lift the arms. Gazing in one spot is going to help you balance. Take a really nice deep breath. Hands come back to the heart. Push in that left foot and lift all the way back up. Shake it out a little bit. Roll the ankle a little bit before we come into the other side. So spread with the right toes. Left knee's going to come up and turn out. You're going to hook the ankle. Let the knee open to the side and then start to sit. Shift the ankle around if you need to. Hands come to the heart. You're going to fold in as much as you can. Drop the hips as much as you can. Bring the arms out to the side. Maybe lift the hands. Big stretch. Hands back together if they moved. Maybe lift the torso a little. Maybe lift the arms. Drop the hips. 2 more breaths. And then push into the foot and come back up. Hands come back down into Tadasana. Lift up through the arms. Fold back in. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Peace fingers are going to come around the big toes. You're going to pull forward a little bit. Wiggle through the hips a little. Bend in the knees a little. Feel the spine release. Drop the head. Pull forward into the front of the feet any amount. Lift the sit bones away from the heels any amount, even if the knees stay bent. Let go of the feet. Come up halfway. Fold it back in. Heel to the feet really wide. They're going to come off the mat. Hands are down. Walk the hands forward any amount. Push the hips back. A really, really wide downward facing dog. Bend the knees if you need to, but just give it a stretch. Keep your hands in front if you want to, or walk them back in and send it back, if it feels good. A couple deep breaths. Walking the hands forward again, under the shoulders, heel toe the feet back towards each other, into a forward fold. Lift up halfway, heart forward, maybe the arms come out to the side. Float it back down, sweep all the way up. Hands to the heart, and back into Tadasana. Palms forward. Give yourself a moment, close the eyes. Take a couple of breaths. Let yourself get rooted. Notice where in your body it's responding to to the poses we just did. The configurations that opened up channels of energy, that challenged different parts of the body, different muscle groups. Let yourself breathe deeply and feel into the sensations of the body. So we pay attention to what's shifting, what needs support, where our strengths are, where our breath is flowing. Lift the toes for a moment and bring them back down so you're aware of the connection to your mat. Following the breath in and following the breath out. And as you feel into how your body's responding, you get to choose what comes next.